A surprisingly common question that I get asked, specifically from clients, because myself and them, we're all on the calorie tracking train, which is a good thing and you should be as well, but they always want to know, well, should I track calories burned when they start? Should I track calories with my fitness tracker? Is that accurate? Should I track HIIT, cardio, weights? How do I do it? All that kind of stuff. So in today's video, we're going to cover that. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach John, repping Beyond the Iron, where I drop weekly fitness content to help you get to your goals faster, more enjoyably. So hit the subscribe button if you're interested in doing so. At the end of the video, I'm going to have a free resource for you to help you with what I'm going to talk about today. All right, so the first thing I want to touch on real quick, getting right into this, is fitness trackers. Now this, for example, the Oura Ring is a fitness tracker, Fitbit, Apple Watch, these types of things. The first thing is, how accurate are they and can you rely on them? Well, the truth of the matter is that some of them can be somewhat effective actually and somewhat accurate when it comes to tracking your exercise and tracking your sleep, for example, right? They can be, but still we're not exactly going beyond just scratching the surface of being able to track how much our body actually burns. That's something that's very, very difficult to do accurately. So I'll give you an example also, like my ring, I don't wear when weightlifting, so I have to manually input that. Now you might be wearing your Fitbit tracker when you're weightlifting, but it's not gonna know. It's gonna have no idea, just based off heart rate, for example, how many calories you're actually burning, because it differs if you're lifting more volume in a session, more intensity, less rest times, these kinds of things. It's not gonna know that very accurately. So you need to first and foremost understand that your fitness tracker, take it with a grain of salt right off the bat. So then the question is, well, should you track calories burned or not? So what I'll offer you is this. It really depends on preference, but I'll tell you how I go about it, how I get my clients to go about it. Now, the first thing you got to do, right, if you're trying to track calories burned, obviously I'm going to assume that you're tracking calories that you intake and tracking your body weight, all that stuff, which is great. So what I would recommend is this. When you calculate your calories, okay, if you follow my method, the most accurate method, you can click here if you haven't seen it yet. If you follow that, you're going to find that those are how many calories you're burning, including your workouts throughout the day, right? Because you're taking weekly averages. So however much exercise you do throughout the week, that's going to be included in the total amount of calories that your body needs to rest at maintenance, okay? So with that said, when you determine how many calories you're gonna maybe add to that if you wanna gain muscle, or lower from that if you wanna lose fat, cardio and all your exercise should be accounted for within that. So there's no need to add cardio exercise. That is going to be my recommendation for most of you out there, okay? Now, if you're taking something from a calorie calculator online, or you're trying to go off your fitness tracker, what I would do is try using the method like I mentioned to figure out your calories. So just track how many calories you're eating, track your body weight, okay? If your exercise stays roughly the same week to week, then you're gonna find out what you need anyways. And then from there, what you can do, and what I've done, is let's say you do weightlifting. I would include all your weightlifting into the calories you eat on a daily basis, because again, it's way too hard to determine how many calories you're actually burning per session. Instead, look at it from a week-to-week basis. Get your overall calories with that into consideration in the equation. Now, what I've done is, let's say I've determined, okay, I need 3,000 calories for my maintenance, and every day that I tracked to find that number, I was doing 300 calories of cardio on the Stairmaster after my weights. So what I did was I decided, okay, I'm gonna take out 300 calories from that 3,000 total that I gathered, because if I don't do 300 calories of cardio at the end of the workout one day, and I still eat those 3,000 calories, I'm gonna be in a big surplus, right? So what I did was I eliminated that variable of cardio, because it's not for sure that I'm doing 300 calories of cardio every single time. So what I did was I cut it down to, let's say, 2,700 in this example, and every time I do cardio, I do count it towards the calories, because maybe that day, the next day, I'll do 200 calories of cardio. I'll count it in towards that, because I'm gonna be a lot more accurate with it if I went about finding out my total calories, keeping everything constant, and then eliminating the cardio variable. How many calories did I burn on cardio? Whether it's with your Fitbit, I use the machine, okay? I do the manual input on the Stairmaster or the treadmill. You can take it away And from that point forward, you can add it in if you do it or take it away if you don't. So what I'm trying to say here is, what I'm trying to get to is, if you do weights, okay, you should be doing weights constantly, consistently throughout the week. If you're doing weights 3 days one week, 5 days the next week, your calorie expenditure is gonna be up and down. Okay, so try to find consistency in that. Now, with your cardio, what I would do is try to find your total calories by keeping cardio the exact same for a couple weeks. Once you find that, take away how much cardio you do, just in case in the future you do different amounts of cardio, then you can adjust accordingly with your calories for that specific day. So if that doesn't make sense, I'll go into one more example and I'll just show you what I mean. So I'll go on MyFitnessPal, for example. Today I have 3,000 calories worth of calories to eat before cardio. So if I go to the gym, I blast the weights, I'm not adding, okay? Whatever the watch says, whatever the ring says, I'm not adding to that because that's already accounted for. But at the end, I say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do 150 calories of cardio. I'll do the 150 and then I'll put it into MyFitnessPal for today. So instead of 3,000, I'm aiming for 3,150 for today. That's gonna keep my calories roughly the same. The next day, let's say I don't do cardio, I'm sticking to 3,000. Let's say the day after I do 300 calories of cardio. I want to input that 300 because if I just eat 3,000 calories that day without realizing that, look, I expended more energy by doing cardio that day for 300 calories, I'm going to be in a deficit. Okay, so you know, I hope that this makes sense. I hope I was able to kind of paint the picture for you a couple different ways there. The point is, for most people, if you have not found your maintenance yet, keep cardio the same every single day and don't include it. Just count all your calories as they are, figure out if the scale's going down or up, adjust accordingly until you find your maintenance. Once you find the maintenance, you can cut out the cardio, and if you don't plan on doing cardio every single day or maybe something comes up, then you can go and adjust accordingly day by day. Personally, I think that's a little bit of an advanced strategy, but if you want to incorporate it, I think it could be beneficial. If you don't want to worry so much about it, I wouldn't even count the cardio. Don't worry about it. Just look for overall calories expended throughout the day, throughout the week, and adjust with your total calories consumed throughout the days and throughout the weeks. It's going to even out in the end. So obviously that works whether you're trying to build muscle, you want to be in a surplus, then count the cardio. You know, people are wondering, well, should I even do cardio? That's a whole different topic, a whole other video that I've already made. You can check it out right here. If you're doing weight loss, one thing to keep in mind if you're trying to lose fat, lose weight, is if you're taking your overall calories and you're already in a deficit, right? You've included cardio in the calories you're eating. Let's say it's 2,000. And if you eat 2,000, regardless of the cardio you do every day, you're gonna lose. Don't go and add cardio in, more cardio, and not put it into your MyFitnessPal, because I've made the mistake of trying to hit a 500 calorie deficit and then adding cardio as much as I want. That's bad because you're not going to have as much control over your calories in versus calories out, which could lead to you going in a really big deficit, lead to hunger, cravings, crashing, poor performance, poor mood swing, all these issues that could come with crash diets because you unwillingly or you unconsciously put yourself in too much of a deficit. So if you're trying to lose fat, lose weight, keep cardio constant. If you ever add more than what you normally do, I would add it into the calories, okay? I hope that makes sense, guys. And for your free resource, I actually have some free workouts you can do at the gym that's gonna help with your muscle gains that you would not include in your tracking, but it's gonna help you build some muscle or preserve muscle while you chip away at the fat. Definitely check those out in the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. As always, if you liked it, hit the like. If you dislike, get ready to get roasted. And don't forget to share and subscribe because I drop videos every damn week. See you later.